And we are live. Welcome to the Irish Podcast. This is the Titanfall Princess, your host of the Irish Podcast and the Irish Girl Gamer y'all love so much. Okay, first of all, I want to open up by saying something. This week, we had a lot of controversy in gaming. And recently, Next Gen 720 was featured in an article about Titanfall 2. Let y'all know. So we had a Blue Disc drama. We had some people bashing Gears and bashing PlayStation VR. So we're going to talk all about this stuff, okay? But first, I want everybody to introduce yourselves and let me know what you've been playing. For me personally, I've been playing...
Sorry, gotta jump the
gun. He just loved what I had to say. I know, Z. You just love what I had to say, so you had to do that for me. But I've been playing personally. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Gears. Okay, I wasn't that good at the multiplayer, but I've come and I've playing with some of the better people and gotten very good at it. You know, especially Gears of War 3. Unfortunately, I have to wait for my pre-order of Gears 4 to unlock because I didn't buy the Ultimate Edition, but I can't wait for it. On the floor, and you guys introduce yourself. Somebody, all right, go ahead, I can call you out.
Okay, here you go. So, boy, Next Gen 720. I'm glad to be here. Hope to have a great show today. Let's make it happen.
Who are you? You didn't see who you were.
Who, me? You can't. You guys can't hear. Wait, hold me. Get my mic in front of me. Hold on one second.
Oh, you did. Okay, no.
I
couldn't hear right.
Yeah, somebody got a loud background. So everybody mute your mic and get it's time to talk. Somebody got a lot of feedback, like a fan or something coming through, pretty loud.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what y'all hearing.
Yeah. Just mute your mic and just mute your mic.
I gotta switch. Let me switch mics right quick though. But before I switch my mic, yo, this your boy, the real young Kano. You know what I'm saying, from IntermediateGaming.com, man. Let's talk gaming.
And what have you been playing?
I've been playing Record and NBA 2K17.
Who's next? My next one. What we got here?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Vexim here, back again on the Irish Podcast. Really happy to be here. Honestly, I'm glad that I was here from the start. Big shout out to Zaya. Big shout out to Kano. Welcome. Great to have different guests each week. But yeah, subscribe to my channel for vlogs and also gaming content. I've been playing Drive Club, Grand Theft Auto 5, and been watching a lot of live streams actually.
Cool. And now we got
I'll go.
HP.
So yeah, I'm HP North. It's a pleasure to be here. Glad to be here. Glad I didn't lose power from the hurricane. Glad I'm safe. Thank you all for your prayers. And I've been playing the Gears games to get ready for Gears of War 4. I've been playing some Forza Horizon 3, and I've been playing Mafia 3. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He just likes to hit that button.
Yeah, I thought he was done. I thought he was done. But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got it.
Oh no, I was done.
Oh, okay. I was right then.
All right, I take it back. See, I take it back.
Yeah.
My bad.
We got young what's his young what again? I'm sorry, I'm gonna get everybody name before we start.
Kanos.
Kanos. HP North Titanfall Princess and Vexium. Okay, all right, we got it. I got the cast on. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Now, just so you know, we were supposed to have 2 other people. They haven't shown up. Hopefully, they'll pop in late.
Okay.
So hopefully Iron Wolf will show up because he's usually a normal member. And Ghost Rider was supposed to come again, but maybe something came up. He has family and everything, so. Okay. Now, I just wanted, before we get started on everything else, I wanted to say, speaking of Gears of War 4, I've been hearing some good shit about Gears of War 4, the graphics, the campaign. I haven't been watching anything on Gears 4 because I don't want to spoil it for me. Okay, I don't want anything to spoil for me. So for the people that did play it, if anybody on here has played it, what are your thoughts? And is it better than the other Gears games? Has anybody here played Gears of War 4 yet?
Didn't HP know he was playing Gears of War? Or he's playing? I haven't. No, I'm like you. I didn't order the $100 version. I usually don't buy the DLC, so I'm waiting but just like you to play it myself. And I've been watching it. Actually, Iron Wolf posted a little clip of it was in Type of Titans. And I thought it was Titanfall too, which looked amazing. I mean, I guess Gears got the whole robot thing going on too. Like I said, what I've heard, the people that do have it, in different groups and stuff, this is the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. You're right, because Iron Wolf did tell me, because I was in a party with him last night, and he was playing, and I hear him and Eric in there, and they're playing a game, and they're having fun. I'm like, shut up. And he said, no, I'm going to rub it in because you should have bought the Ultimate Package. You're the one who's lame, but I get to play it. And he just kept rubbing it in all night long.
Yeah,
but he said it was great.
Probably the DLC, but depends about most of I get so many damn games, and it's like it's hard for like stuff that hold my attention, or if I have ADHD or what. But if it's like I said the other day, if it's good and I do like it, I may just buy the Mac packs later on down the line. But like I said, I still want. I haven't even opened my Mafia 3 yet, so it's like this is the holiday season. So many goddamn games come out during the holiday season, man. But I am looking for.
Yeah, it does, and it's hard.
I am looking forward to Gears, which I think is going to be the face of the Xbox new franchise. Is going to be thorough Halo. That's just my opinion. I'm not a big Halo dude, but we shall see. Hello.
Yo, I haven't played Gears of War 4, but it looks really good. Honestly, it really does. It's a series that I've always wanted to get into. So if I did have an Xbox One, they've got a lot of the games, backwards compatibility. So I would love to get into them, give it a chance.
Yeah, what's the question? My phone, I lagged out. What's the question?
Hello.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Sorry.
Yeah. So what y'all was saying, because I couldn't hear anybody before it lagged out.
Titanfall was talking about Gears. Has anybody here played Gears of War 4 yet?
Oh man, not yet. But from what I've been hearing, man, I have been hearing it's a very good game, and I cannot wait to play it when it does. When I do get my hands on it, which I'm about to get my hands on it, like around Tuesday, Wednesday. So when I do play it, best believe I'm going straight for the story. Then we're gonna go into multiplayer. Anybody want to play? Come on, we're gonna play intro.
HP North, you got something to say? You guys are quiet here, man. I ain't used to this shit. You guys are quiet.
Come on, we gotta keep it. We gotta get it live, man. What's up?
Yeah. What about you, HP North?
I haven't played Gears 4 yet. I have the pre-order for the standard edition, and I've been playing Gears 1 through Judgment this weekend to get ready for Gears of War 4. So that's pretty much as close as I'll get to Gears of War 4 until Tuesday.
Hey, you been looking at some of the gameplay?
Yeah, and it looks amazing. It's like probably better than Uncharted, but I won't get to it.
I'm triggered. No, I'm joking.
Honestly, for me, the way I look at it though is very new. The story looks like it's very rich and it's refreshing because we need like something new. And I think we're gonna continue on with that trilogy from how 3 ended to where 4 starts with something new. So I think they're gonna do a 5 and a 6. They're gonna continue on with this and do some side games. But from what I've been hearing about this game, the gameplay is worth it. Graphically, it made a lot of improvements from the beta. Story wise is you still have Marcus, but you won't be able to play with him from what I'm hearing. But all in all, to people that wants to play the game, I say go play it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna be playing it when I get my hands on it real soon.
They supposedly put Coltrane back on it too.
Yeah, he look a lot older.
I know. Hey, he's there. It's all that matters. Coltrane is there. I don't care if he's only in a little part. I want to see Coltrane. Coltrane's my man on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just got a question for you guys. Did you guys hear about there's a Gears of War movie that is coming out?
Yes.
And I hope it's good.
Yeah.
I hope it's good only because usually video games that are made into movies aren't the best movies, and vice versa. Movies that are made into video games aren't the best video games.
Good point. But I hope it is done well. They were supposed to do a Halo movie forever, since last generation. I think that fell through the Fox studio for whatever reason. They couldn't agree on certain things. But like I said, I hope it is done. That it's done well if they do decide to do it. You know, I mean, you're right. Games that are based on movies usually do suck. And
like Prince of Persia.
What is that out yet?
Now, Prince of Persia movie, remember from back in the like what when it came out like 2000?
Oh no, I'm thinking about Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry.
No, it comes out like what? It's supposed to come out like November, I think. November's supposed
I'm thinking about the Assassin's Creed movie. I didn't watch the Prince of Persia. I'm not really into movies.
You don't want to watch it. That movie was that bad. That bad.
But that's an old iconic like book or some shit, ain't it? Prince of Persia, ain't it like some old shit? If I'm not mistaken.
Somewhat, but it's based off the game. But as far as I know, when I watched the movie, I wasted my life watching that movie, and I wish I could take back, but I can't. So I wouldn't recommend watching it. Period. Leave that.
This is science.
That's why I'm worried about this. That's why I'm worried about this, because usually when they take, like I said, a video game and make it into a movie, or a movie and make it into a video game, they screw it up.
It can either make it or break it. It can either make it or break it. It's going to make it into a pop icon success, you know what I mean? Or it can, I don't want to say hurt the franchise. As long as the games are fun, like to me, like that the Judgment hurt the Gears franchise more than anything. That was a cash grab, and I'm kind of like like I said, I'm a big. I don't really care for remasters and remake, but when they did the Gears of War Ultimate, it kind of breathed fresh air into the franchise, and got everybody back and talking about Gears,
right.
But like I said, I can predict that Gears going forward is going to be the face of the franchise or the Xbox thing. At the end of the day, I think Gears of War 4 is going to sell well. I guess I do predict it to outdo Halo, but that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys may feel different, but I'm really, really excited for Gears.
It's gonna be like with Gears. It's gonna be like, to me, it's gonna be like what and what with Halo, because like I said, that's because Gears got a cult following. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, how this Gears is coming out to be, how it's shaping up to be, people gonna buy it, people gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna sell out more DLC from it, so it's gonna benefit in a major way.
Yeah. I heard it was gonna be. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard it was gonna be. The story was gonna be written by Rod Ferguson, so. Maybe
I don't know if he wrote the story. I don't know if he actually wrote the story, but he's the lead producer. If you don't know what Rod Ferguson, he's one of those guys from everyone's sort of about Cliffy B, but he was back there when Gears was first created, Gears of War 1. When Gears became Gears, since then, and he leads the studio. But I don't know if he's the writer or not. I know he's the lead, but he may be. I don't know. The lead producer, but from what I heard, the story is pretty good. T. Reaper has it. He beat it. He's thinking, it's epic. Like I said, we shall see.
Yeah, that was just an afterthought. Yeah. Okay.
Everybody got their opinions about it, but I think it's like all in all, when I play, I know it's gonna be a good game story wise. After I get my impressions on it soon.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I think Gears itself is a good game. I'm just worried. Like I just threw that movie thing in there as an afterthought, because I hope if they do make it, it's going to be good, that it doesn't affect the game itself, because the movie sucks. Because you know how people are in this world. They have no common sense. Well, one's a game and one's a movie.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with each other, really.
They need to make it.
That's my only thought.
I just think they just don't take enough time to actually really go through everything when it comes to making these movies made from games. You know what I'm saying? And it's just most of these movies that's made from games is whack. The only one I give credit where credit is due is Resident Evil. They be coming out with some pretty dope movies.
But it's hard. Not to cut you off on it, but it's probably hard to make a screen adaptation of something that we. I look at it like this: when most people watch a movie and they always say the book is better. And I was wondering why the book is better, because, and this was, and I don't like to say anyone's names, but I was talking to somebody within the industry, and you always hear that, like the purists, like, oh man, the book was so much better. And what he says is that you're going to take, say if you have 1,000 pages in a book, right? You had those 1,000 pages, you had to condense it down to about 90 minutes. So everything you're not going to be able to get, in the book you can get more detail and stuff, and probably as far as in games, you realize video games is over the top, and some of the visuals, I think the game would probably be either not cost effective, and in the budget, or maybe just can't be done right in the movie. So for that aspect. So again, it's kind of tricky.
That's an excellent point. I didn't even think of it that way, because I've heard that phrase too. It's the book was better, like you're saying. So they got to condense all that into 90 minutes, and that's hard.
Yeah.
So
and how they written movies.
No, I agree with
talking to me by I don't like to say any names, but somebody within the industry, and he said how they with movies is that they rent space how many times they can show that 90-minute block or the movies within a day. That's how they make their money or whatever the case may be. But that's why the book is always more detailed than quote unquote the movie, or some things. But that's not in the book. This is not, or they got to. I guess sometimes they have to deviate away. Like like my uncle, he's a comic book purist, and Batman and Superman hated that goddamn movie. And I thought Batman vs Superman was the dopest thing ever. So you're looking at some with me. I'm looking at it from when I look at comic book movies or it's for the actions. I don't care about the plot, the storyline, and who did what. It's all for me about the action. You know what I mean? But and then it's always, I guess, the casuals who brings the money and not the purists. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But it is what it is. Like we should see. Either can hurt it, make it, or break it. I mean, so you know what I mean.
That's it. Okay, well, we're gonna move on. But next gen, I got something for you. This one's for you. You were called out on a podcast, and it seems like
on a podcast.
Wait a minute. No, on a website. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, on a website. Okay, and it seems like sorry, I get a little nervous. I mean, it's the first time, second time we've been on a podcast together. Give me a break here.
Relax,
okay,
calm down, take a breathe, deep breaths. You got this.
But it seems like with Big Game or Small Talk, every so often one of y'all get called out. Like Crap Gaming was about Quantum Break. Okay, Mooch was on. One was on a show one time, and now you. Now, to be honest, I believe as a person, you are entitled to your own, opinion on anything. Even if people disagree with it, it doesn't matter. We're supposed to agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think whenever one of you all on BGST says anything, people make a huge deal of it? Why is that? What do you have to say to your haters?
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's even you say what I've learned with my duration with some internet thing and gaming community. Like I said, this is something that I stumbled upon. And you take the character of Next Gen 720. You have some of me, Al Bishop, within this character. Like I said, 99.9% is just fluff, just for entertainment, over the top. Me sleeping with grandmothers, bang, and all that shit just for fun, bug the fuck out, right? But you when this whole Xbox community you have now, a lot of people like to call me the bot father or whatever the case. When I started, when I started doing the pro Xbox, there were no other Xbox channels that I knew of. You know what I mean? Or if they were, they wasn't as vocal as me. I don't mind. And again, because I've always said this. I don't do this for Phil. I don't do this for Aaron. I don't do this for anything. I mean, I never cared about who made a game or all this shit. Again, is new to me. I never cared about. This is Kojima. I don't look at any of them as celebrities. You know what I mean? Have I met? Not saying I met them. I met a few people in person, but do I know a lot of them? Yeah. Do they know who I am? Yes. You know what I mean? Like I said, you didn't have too many pro Xbox channels, and then we can say when you're going outside of the norm. When it was the cool thing to bash the Xbox, to get views. I did something different, That's when the inception, quote, of BGST, as just saying, hey, things are, to me, in my opinion, are kind of biased. Even with this Titanfall thing, which I think, when I say sometimes I lie, the truth, because even with the article, and I've had words with the guy from Polygon before. It's not even worth mentioning his name, but that.
Nah, don't worry about it.
About the diss. It wasn't that the fact that he tweeted out some diss or no, that wasn't. And it's crazy as hell. But like I said, sometimes they get lost in translation. He tweeted out, hey, the diss or whatever is going gold or whatever his tweet was. So the guy, Eric, just said to him, hey, that was cool. Can I get the game? But I prefer to have it on the Xbox. Drew McCoy, the developer, the producer, I'm going to call him, his rebuttal to him was, hey, green discs aren't as sexy. Like, what the hell? Now, again, it wasn't. I still didn't say anything. I didn't say. I don't really get involved in that stuff too much. I really be in my own little world. So it was. I believe it was Xbox added. He says, "No, what you talking about?" You know what I mean? And Xbox for more or less been feeling that Respawn has been shitting on the Xbox side of things for a while. That's another story in its whole entirety. So when things died down, check this wild shit out. When things died down. It was because let's be honest here, nobody really was talking about Titanfall. It's coming out in a bad time. You got Gears, you got Battlefield, you got Call of Duty. Nobody's really been talking about getting Titanfall. I think even Destiny has some DLC coming out, But I guess to stir the pot, then you had Respawn did their own account. They go back and retweet all that shit all over again. Green not sexy as this, and the green design is sexy. The picture, and all I said was, hey, thanks for crapping on Xbox fans. Now, mind you, Titanfall, you got about 1,000 other tweets there. Fuck you, fuck your mother, boo bop, boo bop, boo bop. And my tweet, me, being I am, like I said, a vocal BGST, and I am Next Gen 720, that get singled out for me to say, hey, thank you for crapping on Xbox fans. That was just to draw some, to the whole situation that made me spark the console war. And BGST is that they said, that shit's for clickbait, man. Like I said, console war is big business. There would always be a console war because that's just human nature. Everybody wants to validate their purchase. This shit be going on since the days of VHS and Betamax. Atari and ColecoVision. Everybody wants to thumb their chest and say, hey, my product is better than yours. Just like, believe it or not, just like you have the console wars over here on YouTube, you go to those AV forums, you have TV wars, Samsung versus LG, LG versus Vizio. This shit is it's just human nature, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. And these publishers and Polygon, whoever, they do this stuff, like I said, for clickbait. When they put those articles to get everybody, look at this, look at it. I mean, it's big business, man. And they fall for the okie doke, they say the brick in the box every time. That's all it is, though, basically. In my opinion.
One question, though. What do you have to say to the haters, though? So people hate you for no reason.
They don't know me. They don't. I think honestly, I don't take none of this shit, bro. You talking about me? That isn't. You don't know me. Let's just about my children or something like that. I don't give a fuck. Like here I am. You got some people that got it all. I'll say that to say this. I come from very humble beginnings. I don't think I'm better than anybody. You know what I mean? But I think it's so funny.
You've always said that, though.
Yeah, they think about what I can afford, or they try to confuse my lifestyle with their lifestyle. You can't do that. You know what I mean? And I think, I don't know, I hate to say it's jealousy because that's just such a, we all men, it's just such like that film. And I wasn't brought up like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it's funny. I laugh. Like, you don't know me. Hate me for what? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, I got a PlayStation. I bought this, but you, like, come on. It's shit. Like, I don't know. Like, this console war shit is serious, man. Like, people take this shit to heart. Like, they're religion. Like, they root for these consoles.
They really do.
Yeah, like it's their favorite football or basketball team. I think it's funny.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? That's not even life. That's not what life's about. This is a pastime. This is your hobby. This is your pastime. That's not life. I don't know why they get so crazy.
Well, again, like I said, you got to, and again, not to talk about somebody or anybody, but you have a lot of people that are nobody, and I hate to say that in life, and when they come to this internet thing, they can be whoever they want to be. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
And this, so they have this and they hold on to it. It's like, I understand the thing of being cyberbullying. How do like if you don't want to read the comments, or don't read them, or this person made, like you told me, this one made a video, but I don't watch that shit. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't care. Like, honestly, and not to talk about anybody, because, but 99.9% of these people that talk about me don't have a fraction of what I have, and I'm not even bragging or boasting. Like, I cut my cameras on. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a twin bed in my background. You know what I mean? Like, Next Gen got to show everything, and nobody shows. Everybody got this, and nobody got to show shit, but I got to show everything. I think it's funny. I guess maybe I wasn't an Xbox dude. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny?
I got 80,000 on my desk. I got 80 grand on my desk right here, right? Forget that. Oh no, he can't afford the 12,000. You don't know anything about me. You know, like I said, stop confusing my lifestyle with yours, and I'm not even trying to come off as me being vain or really cocky shit. You just meeting me now, Titanfall. I was really flashy. I was really flamboyant. And I even toned that shit down a lot because I didn't like the attention, and you know what I mean? But I sit back and I laugh. As long as they keep them talking about me, man. Would it have been easier? Fuck it. To show my PC? Yes, it was. But I got so many fucking subscribers. So many fucking people worried about what I got, what I can afford. And the craziest shit ever, I never had a conversation with nobody about nothing I bought. That's when I think the shit get kind of spooky. I never told anybody nothing that I bought. That's when these motherfuckers are weird, man.
I'm still surprised all this is going on. I remember when I first met you and, the Facebook group started off. And there's one thing I will say about Zaire is that he is honestly true to his word. I remember sitting and chilling with you a long time ago. And, it's two different things. I've learned to respect people's opinions if they're on the same playing field as me. Like, say we both play a game and this guy has a completely different opinion. I have to respect it because I know the guy's played the game, And it's good to have different opinions, because when you get all that in one, podcast such as this or another one, it's good. It keeps things going. If everyone's just a yes man or everyone has the same opinion, it doesn't work, So I welcome it. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, but I mean, which is at the end of the day, I guess, I will say this, what I've noticed, like I said, there are probably more PlayStation people on the internet than Xbox people. And if you did like the Xbox, if you didn't want the backlash, you wouldn't say, publicly, whatever the case may be. But I don't give a fuck. A view is a view. Not to say I'm pouring myself up for views or anything like that, but it is what it is. Like I really, Titanfall, I don't take any of that shit personally. Oh, he exposed you. You don't know me. How could you think you don't know me?
Well, see, that's what I do. You don't know me, so you could say all you want about me and say this and that. It don't matter. People are trying to get me to get off YouTube. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Listen, I am the Titanfall princess. It ain't gonna happen. And then, honestly, that shit ain't coming. That shit ain't going down. If I want to leave, I'm gonna leave because I don't want to do it no more. Or I'm bored or whatever. But I love gaming, and I'm going to put up my videos whether you like it or not. You can hate all you want. That don't matter to me.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Once told me, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
If you ain't nobody going to talk about you. People talking about you, you're somebody, and you're important to them. And that's not in a selfish way. That's not in a ridiculing way. It's just the truth,
Yeah. But like I said, I don't take it personally. Again, it is what it is.
I don't.
But that's what, what, that's the formula, and not even saying I'm a huge YouTuber because I'm no fucking body. I'm small potatoes in this pot of stew. But that's the thing when you're doing people think you attack the bigger people. Well, I'm exposed this for that's just the YouTube hustle. So again, I don't take any of that shit personally, man. I probably was doing it when I first came to YouTube, I used to make fun of Dr. Trey. Like that was the funniest shit to me. That some grown ass man was fuck.
You remember when that rap video got leaked?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like you know what I mean? Oh man, made a weed dance. What the hell? but
oh my God.
Though, man. You know what I mean?
$10. I remember all that.
There's only one thing I want to say, though, to add to that, an afterthought, was the one thing I don't like, though, is when people do try to call you out. And this is why. I mean, you run a lot of different podcasts for multi-console owners. And even though I know you're an Xbox gamer, mostly, okay? That's your preferred console. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I think at the end of the day, though, you have a love for gaming no matter what it is, okay? I see that, okay? I've been following you for a long time, okay? I think you want to see good things happen in gaming, and you are passionate about it. I could see the passion, okay? But I don't think other people see that in you, and that's where the issue lies. They don't see that in you like I do, okay? I don't know if anybody on this panel sees what I see, but I see that, especially when it comes to these big sites or some of these developers or whatever. So, I give you a lot of credit. It's a damn shame you get the hate you get, because if people aren't watching, I watch. You do so many different podcasts, and I watch it all the time. You got multi-console owners on there. You all agree to disagree. You don't bash nothing. You ain't bashing nobody. You bring out, the facts and the truth. So that was just my afterthought. I don't understand why you get that.
I just said to take away, and and we can go on to something. I want to make the show the next 720 show. But what was shocking to me, I'm gonna be honest, what was shocking to me is that when I started to get hate from people on the Xbox side of things, you know what I mean, or that's when I'm like, huh? Like, you know what I mean, like, the same people that and again, that's why I keep a very small circle. Don't really catch me into me Skype calls and all that shit. I ain't got time for the weirdo shit. I don't like the he said, she said shit. That's not my thing. I wasn't brought up like that. But they had or BGXT and or whatever the crap gamers or the mooches or everybody. Oh, we can do it better. We should be the face of. I'm not saying I'm the face of anything. You know what I mean? How about talking to Phil Smith, Mary? Yeah. I mean, and again, but like I've always said, I don't look at them as celebrities. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Gaming is a hobby of mine that I love. I love.
You look at them individuals.
Yeah,
you look at that individual.
Not so much that. I just me. I've been gaming probably. I don't know. I'm 38 years old. Like I said, my first console was the NES. I never gave a fuck who made a video. Excuse me, my friend. I never cared about who made a video game. You understand? All this stuff is new to me. That people even care. And not to say that these people aren't somebody, but if I'm going to be I just don't hero worship. Like I see Michael Jackson, all right, it's Michael Jackson. That's something to fan and to go crazy about. Even with me, I bullshit you not. I can be in best, but oh shit, next year 720. Like I'm nobody. Like I just sit in front of the camera, pop a little shit. Like I ain't nobody, man. You know what I mean? I'm nobody. To me, that in itself is kind of trippy and spooky. But like I said, sometimes like the little, people do their own little Xbox podcast. They take even with this whole Titanfall thing. You had other podcasts. Oh, I'm ashamed to be an Xbox One owner because, first of all, shameful. What the fuck are you talking about? Like I don't like pussy shit. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of those. I ain't with the women.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm ashamed to be. Ain't nobody threatening the developer with rape or murder. Like, you know what I mean? What the hell is you talking about? You ashamed to be an Xbox fan? I said, oh, thank you for crapping on me. Like, come on, stop it, man. Like,
That's crazy. You crazy. You said those things about the developer because that actually happened to me.
Oh, what happened?
We ain't going to get into that. Oh, no, I had somebody talking about murdering me and raping me and gutting me and all that other shit.
Oh, what, over a comment over the internet?
Over the internet, yeah. You know the one of those weirdos.
Take him to court, man. Get some money.
Oh, shit, man. That's it, man. Because people they think this shit is way too far or too, you know what I mean? Way, like, I don't know, man. This shit is crazy, though, man. Yeah. But it is what it is. Well, it's the internet, I guess. 15 was.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to the next subject, okay? I don't know if you all know, but the Power Rangers Mega Battle trailer was released today. And it kind of reminds me, and it kind of reminds me of the old Turtles beat-em-up games. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's And I'm going to be honest. With the power we have in these consoles, I expected the game to look a lot better than it did.
Yeah,
and I'm just being honest, okay? I know I'm a gamer, and I love good graphics. I mean, it's not all about that, but I love good graphics. I love when the hardware is pushed to its full potential. I really do. So, did anyone else see the trailer? And what are your thoughts on the Power Rangers game?
I don't like Power Rangers at all. But no, to get into that, I did not see the trailer. I don't plan on watching the trailer. I've never been a fan of, like Marvel, that type of stuff, like superheroes, Power Rangers, all that stuff. So that's my take on that.
Honestly, for me, I haven't seen the trailer. I haven't even played a Power Rangers game since Super Nintendo. So I can't really tell you. So I haven't seen the trailer, but when I do, I will be the first to know.
Yeah.
Nothing from me. Sorry.
Oh man. I look at it as a cash grab, as a cash grab, and again, I don't know if it's probably coming to the PS3 and the 360, and to add on to what TitanFallPrincess said, that's been the problem with indies this generation. To me, they've been just a bunch of. You can say what you want about I guess the last generation we just called on the Xbox side, we just called them arcade titles or whatever. Well, at least you had some games there that pushed the 360 hardware. This generation, you get a bunch of indies and shit that only can run on the PS2 in the original Xbox. I'm not really all about that, you know what I mean? But the movie trailer, I'm not even a Power Rangers fan. And that's when it came along. I was already grown. I wasn't even into that shit there. But they just showed the trailer for the movie, which I think looks awesome. It looks a little dark, a little bit more mature. That looks nice, but that little $5 $10 again, they're probably going to charge $20 or $30 for it. To me, it looks like shit.
That's like.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's like paying $60 for No Man's Sky if it's that bad. Straight up.
It may be a little bit. I mean, I hope it's not $30. You know, what I mean, I think again those pricings for some of these indie games are outrageous, man. They were like $5-10 last generation, and they were more graphically demanding than we got coming on now. Like, you know what I mean?
They need to keep it at $5 or $10. Plain and simple. Exactly. Stop putting it that high like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely right because you're right. See, you're absolutely right because when last gen they had them, like you said, $5 or $10. Now they want $30.
Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Wait for a sale.
What? For what?
Because it's too expensive. Like, I wouldn't say expensive, but why would you want to pay $30 $60 for any game. And really, the best thing is like getting AAA games. I wouldn't pay that much. I'd rather just pay like $5-10 for the indie games, plain and simple.
I agree, because you know what, they have such a low budget. The graphics aren't good. There's also other shit that goes on in them. Now, some of the games are some of the games are good. Don't get me wrong, okay, but to pay that much for when you're gonna put out shit, you want $30 for it.
Yeah.
Or $19.99 or $25. No, take that somewhere else.
It better be a bang for a buck. It better be worth it if it's that much. If it's not, I want my money back.
I don't blame you. David. I want my money back too. You know, what do you think, Vex? Vex, you there? I guess we lost Vex for a moment.
Right, the same problem I had just now. The computer froze on me. I have to start over.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yo.
You there, Vex?
Yeah. Sorry, my
Okay.
for some reason my Google Chrome crashed. You were saying?
See?
No, I was asking you about the Power Rangers game. That's coming out. Did you see the beta?
I sound like such a loser. No, I didn't. I'm really sorry, honestly.
No, HP didn't see the trailer because he said he didn't watch it because he doesn't like that type of game. He's not into the Power Rangers. But I look at all gaming news. I just want to see what's out there. I like to see some of the stuff, the trailers that come out, because I want to see what it's about. Because you never know. I mean, I may pick up something crazy once in a while. It's just the way I am.
Yeah.
So
it's like this. People was criticizing Record for the load time. Yeah, even though I do agree about the load time, I still think that game is a remarkable game. They did a great job, in my opinion, and it was worth the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm still playing it. I'm having fun with it to this day. You heard me? So with these indie games that they coming out and they cost that much, it better be worth it. You know what I'm saying? With No Man's Sky, and when people said about the game, and then I took a look at it myself. Don't get me wrong, graphically it looks cool, but there's nothing there. It's just like you're just going around exploring stuff. That's not worth nobody's money. You know what I'm saying? And I know people want their refund, so it better be worth somebody's money for an indie game. That's what I'm trying to make. It better be worth somebody's money to get when they get an indie game like that much with that college like that.
But it wasn't even only that though. It was the fact that they didn't even have enough planets, so you can run around and name your own planets, right? But what happens is they recycle them, so your planet gets, once you keep traveling, your planet that you named is not there anymore. They recycled it and named it something else.
The thing is, like with these games, are you honestly going to remember them in 5 years' time? Hell no. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. These games are just meh. They're just space fillers.
Yeah, some of them are just space fillers.
Recall may have long loading times, but at least it's not being investigated. At least it's a game that came out and it does what it does on the 10, like it's at a certain price point too.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. Well, since I just wanted to just bring that up to see if anybody had the same opinion. We're going to move on.
Go Power Rangers.
All right, this is a good one. Phil Spencer finally talks back to the media. Mm-hmm. I loved it. Ooh. And the Xbox has been pretty much dogged the entire gen. And for once, I gotta give him credit for not being so quiet about things. I really don't care about the console war. I don't pick winners and losers. I really don't care about this shit. But when you are a company, when you as a company are down, okay, sometimes it's good to speak up, okay? You have to speak up so that you at least show that you care a little bit. And he's right. Some reviews are written about games, okay? So that you click on them, but yet you're not informed about those games, okay? That's bullshit. Now, HP even put up a pic this morning showing a guy giving Xbox games low scores, but giving PlayStation games high scores. Good game, it just has to be a good game, and a bad game is a bad game, period. I don't bullshit. You guys know I don't bullshit. And or does anybody have any thoughts about what Phil Spencer said?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Phil Spencer, finally, you know what I'm saying? It's a finally because, like I said, they have to bias media over, a preference. Everybody got their different preferences. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, at least he's finally speaking up on these terms. You know what I'm saying? Know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to continue to speak out. You know what I'm saying? And tell it like it is. And instead of just being quiet, I understand you want to be classy. So I know you want to be real classy and try to keep it as classy as possible. But sometimes you really need to speak up and rep your brand, you know what I'm saying? And rep and show that we not gonna be some pushovers. We're gonna make a statement. You know what I'm saying? That's what Phil needs to continue doing. Continue making statements.
I totally agree with that because I have been waiting for Phil to open his mouth since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I've been waiting for him to do this. So I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he finally came out and said, yo, basically, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my mouth, but I'm glad he did it. And I hope he continues to do it when people mess. I mean, he ain't got to get out there and, and make a war out of it, but just speak up on the times you need to speak up. And I'm glad he did it this time.
He ain't got a diametric the situation. He ain't got a diametric the situation, but still speak up.
Yeah.
Speak up. You know what I'm saying? Say something. Don't just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? When you speak your mind and tell the people how you really feel and keep it 100 with everybody, then people gonna be like, okay, now I'm seeing where you're coming from. You're just being quiet. They're gonna keep yapping and yapping and yapping. It's gonna get to a boiling point. So it's good that he's speaking up now.
This generation, I've been very critical of Phil. I think Phil's a nice guy. He doesn't need to curse. That's why I don't break my neck to hop in any parties with him because I got a potty mouth. But that's one thing I did admire about Matrick. That he was more, stand up for the brand. Him and Ballmer, and as far as Phil's, I don't like all that ass kissing. You know what I mean? And especially when it's not reciprocated. Graduating this developing with this dev. You know what I mean? But actually, I was surprised that Phil. Now he did it in a classy way. You know what I mean? But even said that there is a bias towards the media, and you are entitled to your opinion. But it's something I've always said, that the media, it's something I've been saying forever, that the media has been biased or slanted towards the Xbox brand. But if you're supposed to be the media, you're not supposed to have a dog in this fight. You know what I mean? Regardless, and you have some gamers or people, whatever, come to you for your honest opinion. But when you give games like, Forza Horizon, Quantum Break a 4 out of 10, but you give No Man's Sky a 9 out of 10, you know what I mean? Or you give Recore 4 out of 10, and you give, Forza Horizon, the No Man's Sky, again, another 9 out of 10. Like, to me, that's just sheer lunacy. Now, regardless if you like Recore or not, like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, it's blatant, you know what I mean? Or you get Forza Horizon 3, come on, an incredibly low score when other reviewers, come on, man, like, that shit is crazy as hell, man. Or just like, Gears of War Ultimate. Now here it is, Microsoft took an iconic franchise. They just say 1080p 60 frames a second. They gave it some next generation graphics, dogged up. But you're gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Somebody used the A button too much. Like, but you know what I mean? This
bunch of hypocrites. A bunch of hypocrites.
Like that, I don't understand that shit. That shit is sheer lunacy, man. Too much.
The only thing I like about the console war in terms of the the branding, the selling, and all that is where now you have the Xbox One S coming out, and I'm really happy that they kept on promoting the fact that it does this, it does 4K, it does all this, and it's good because it shows that they can keep the same system, update it into a smaller form factor, and come out with features that the other console that's going to be the replaceable for the vanilla PS4, the PS4 Pro. It's amazing that it's still the same thing, and it's not obviously because Xbox One Scorpio is going to be the new big daddy to the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing that they can do that, and it reminds me of the PlayStation 3 Slim back in September 2009 when Sony were really they weren't selling PS3 Fats, and then everything turned around. I see the same thing happening with the Xbox One S, and it's been a really good, healthy console market ever since the Xbox One S come out. People that don't even like games that much are buying the Xbox One S for the Blu-ray and stuff, which is good.
Yeah, but how I see it is with the Xbox One. What I'm glad about seeing is we're seeing more first party AAA exclusives, you know what I'm saying, that's coming from Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? We got games coming out this year, like, you know, Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, you know what I'm saying? And then look what's happening next year. We're gonna have Crackdown 3, you know what I'm saying, Scalebound, stuff like that. And then they got even more games that they haven't even announced yet. So that's what I like about this generation when it comes to the exclusive on the Microsoft side, because they're bringing something new to the table, new franchises, new IPs, new everything. I'm excited about it. Then we got the Project Scorpio. Then we got these dope elite controllers, and you know, it's just great to be a gamer at the end of the day. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
HP, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm so happy that Phil is standing up for Xbox because, you know, to say media bias isn't real, just stop right there. Everyone is biased. We're human beings. I'm biased towards Xbox, so I'm called an Xbot. You know, we're all biased towards a certain systems, towards certain games. And especially the media, when they have this power, and most of them aren't the quote-unquote hardcore gamer. So, you know, to see Phil actually standing up and realizing this and not just sitting back like they were, you know, most of the generation. I like how they're, you know, standing up for the community, standing up for Xbox, and they're not letting the media, you know, trash Xbox anymore. You know, they're really getting competitive, which is good for everything. It's good for Xbox. It's good for PlayStation. It's good for the gaming industry in general, because now
Exactly.
you got these two companies fighting against each other. You know, they're not. One is now shooting at Sony. Sony's shooting at Microsoft. You know, it's back and forth, back and forth. You know, obviously they're you know, Recore and Quantum Break, they're both new IPs. Really, I think Quantum Break and Recore were a lot better than No Man's Sky because, you know, just
I agree with
Quantum
that.
Break. Yeah, because, you know, No Man's Sky was a $60 game. It's repetitive. It's full of lies. To be honest, I think everyone should get a refund, and that game should be just taken off of the market. Probably that won't happen, but definitely with
Well, they're actually
Recore
under
getting
investigation for that. They're actually under investigation for that game. There is an investigation going
good.
on.
Yeah, you know, Recore definitely deserved higher than 63 or 66. I don't know what it's at, but it deserves a lot higher than that. And so in my opinion, I think Gears of War 4 being rated at a 85 is kind of unfair because you know, it's not what Gears was. You know, it's taking a different route in the genre. It's taking more of a darker theme. And, you know, one website gave Gears of War 4 a 40, and then they gave No Man's Sky a 100. I mean, that right there is media bias. And
A bunch of hypocrites that don't know what they're talking about, don't know true gaming at its finest, so they're gonna just make up something to make themselves feel good to try to be biased towards a brand. At the end of the day, we are all gamers at the end of the day, but it's too much bias that's going on. I'm glad Microsoft and Phil Spencer is putting their foot down, letting people know that, man, look, y'all are biased, y'all need to chill and keep it equal. You know what I'm saying? And tell the truth and stop all the lying when it comes to the bullcrap reviews. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what Phil's basically making a stance about.
yeah,
Too much of that.
Yeah, I agree. But see, that's the thing. You know, like somebody said before, you know, these people don't even play games, okay? They don't play the games. Most of these people that talk this bullshit. Or they'll pop it in and just play a little bit of it and think they have a full opinion, don't even play the full game. And I don't like anybody doing it with no matter what game it is. I don't care what console.
That's static.
What is
What was
that?
that?
That's
like a
more static
plastic
than that
bag
cartoon.
being
Yeah,
blown
that
across
sound
the
like
microphone.
static. That sound like static and plastic. You know what I'm saying? That sound like more static than that cartoon.
Sounds like a
static.
PlayStation 4 Blu-ray drive.
I don't know what it is.
I'm joking.
That's some static.
I got static.
Now you ain't got it no more. That was some static. Static got sound like
I
got
don't-
bags or whatever over.
I had no bag. I ain't got no bags.
That's what I'm saying. It's like static or bags was going on in your background because we couldn't really hear what you were saying just now.
Oh shit. Well, let's just move on. Let's move on.
Yeah,
That's static shit.
let's move on.
Ah, damn. Yeah. All right. We got PlayStation VR launched
Oh,
and sold out. And sold out. You can't even get one right now. Okay. They're completely sold out. Okay. I also got good news.
All right, what's that
Good
news?
reviews. It also got good reviews.
What's good reviews?
No,
What's good?
he got no. The VR got good reviews.
Oh, we got good reviews.
Yeah, it got very good reviews. I was looking at them.
Okay.
So what do you think of the PlayStation VR as a gamer? Okay, is it a gimmick or is it something good for gaming? Now, for me personally, though, some people may like the VR, but in my opinion, I like traditional gaming. I like a controller. I like the graphics. No motion controls and stuff like that shit. I don't like any, especially something on my face like that. I wear glasses, so I don't like all that shit. What are you guys' thoughts?
You can get that away from me. I'm never touching a VR headset, never putting that thing on my head. Whether the rumors are true that it does damage your eyes or not, just stop with VR. I think it's a gimmick, just like Kinect was. Kinect probably was better for its purpose, where VR is basically launching as another platform. People, you don't know where you are. You lose. You can get sick from it. And people saying, "Oh no, you don't get sick," or "Oh, you can play this for more than an hour at a time." You can't. All right, you get motion sickness. And with people with glasses, a lot of people say, "Oh, you don't have to wear your glasses." You do have to wear your glasses because with
I don't know how am I supposed to see.
exactly, and with the PSVR, with PSVR they put some space in between your eyes and the lenses to fit glasses, but most people's glasses, especially if you have a thick layer or border, they don't fit, and it is pushed against your face and it's not comfortable. And secondly, all these cords hanging out off of you. You got cheap plastic, cheap headset. It's honestly, VR is just a gimmick, in my opinion, at least. It's gonna flop. Hopefully, this won't.
I don't know if it's
Sony.
gonna flop because they're sold out right now. I don't know how many they made, but they're sold out right now.
Yeah, they could be sold out right now, but they could have made only 10,000 units.
Yeah.
So it being sold out doesn't really mean anything. Hopefully Xbox with the Scorpio watch PSVR, and if especially with the sales of the Vive and the Oculus, they're not too high. Combined, they haven't even hit 700,000. So. Hopefully Xbox doesn't step into the VR space and lose money off of it. I'd hate to see that. So,
PlayStation VR, people love it, others hate it. But honestly, for me, that's a waste of time for that. Though honestly, I'm the type that's a traditional gamer. I sit and play on the controller. I don't care about that going towards my eyelids, and I am not trying to get blind like Stevie Wonder from playing that. So I'm good on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just PlayStation VR, VR in general, man, you know what I'm saying? It's sold out, but it's not how long it's going to last. That's the question. You need a lot of things to have that compatible with that PlayStation VR, and then how the Slim looks, and then the Pro, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to throw up. I'm not trying to go blind. I'm not trying to sing I Shall Real More, Pretty Little Thing That I Adore. I'm good, man.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Why?
What's happening?
You're probably talking to somebody in the background.
Next gen.
My opinions is basically, obviously, it's good to have new ways to play games. It's good to have support for older games, being able to play them in a completely different way. We saw that with PlayStation Move, with Connect as well on that side of the fence. I just hope that they don't look into that too much. I hope that there is the traditional way of playing the game, and that is the core. That's why they're designing it this way. I hope that they don't go too in the direction of VR and break a lot of the mechanics that fit around the core game. That isn't going to be getting into the VR stuff. That's the main thing.
Only one that I give benefit of a doubt is HoloLens, because they're not just using it for gaming; they're using it for different businesses that you could use it by. So I give credit where credit is due. Yeah, he probably gonna come back, but I give credit what credit is due. You know what I'm saying, with the HoloLens, because they're using it for different businesses. PlayStation VR, to me, that's like you playing a Virtual Boy from Nintendo all over again. So I'm not expecting nothing great out of that PlayStation VR. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of different things that's going to transpire, even with the Oculus Rift. You know what I'm saying? I feel like either way, VR ain't the best way to go, man. I say, why waste money on VR and all that technology where we should mainly be focused on getting new games? You know what I'm saying? Brand new IPs. Like with PlayStation, this is why I'm so disappointed with how the PlayStation 4 is. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Xbox guy, but I don't discriminate until what I'm about to say right now. The reason why I'm so disappointed in how PlayStation 4 is right now is, where's all the old franchises that we love near and dear? Like, look at Soul Reaver, where that's at. Where's Cypher Filter at? You know what I'm saying? Where's Croc? Where's Frogger? Where's all these old games that you had? Bushido Blade. You know what I mean? So it's like, where are all the old franchises at? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play those Crash Bandicoot with that Skylanders. Where's and I know they announced the remasters for Crash Bandicoot. Where's a brand new Crash Bandicoot? Where's the Spyro the Dragon? You know what I'm saying? Where's Twisted Metal? Yeah, where's Twisted Metal? You know what I'm saying? Where's Jack and Dexter? You know what I'm saying? Where's all these games at? You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Yeah, where is Jack and Dexter?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And now we have to wait for Skylar and Plux.
What about Sly Cooper?
Yeah,
Sly Cooper.
Yeah, where's all these games at? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, man, I see what Microsoft is doing, because they're trying to create new IPs and new franchises. They also messing with the HoloLens and Oculus Rift. Don't get me wrong, they're investing in that. But they put money into studios, and some close down, but some are opening it up to create new games where people can play. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Microsoft. But with this PlayStation VR, they shouldn't. It's a bad time to actually put out this PlayStation VR. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, PlayStation got games. They got couple. But I ain't gonna say coming out this year. Only got a couple that I know of. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I'm not trying to back. Well, I'm taking it back. I am trying to back. But
yeah, no bashing now. Come on now.
No bashing. No. All right. Let me try to behave. Sorry, but I'm just saying this though.
Bash PlayStation. I'll cry like a little bitch. No, I'm joking.
He will. No, Vexium will though.
All right, but no, I'm just being real though. Like with PlayStation VR, they should not be doing this right now. They should just be focusing on coming out with new games. They shouldn't. I'm telling you, Horizon Zero Dawn shouldn't even been delayed. You understand? I think with Horizon Zero Dawn they have the ability, but I can understand they delayed it because they want to, utilize the PlayStation Pro. I can understand that. I can understand some of the aspects of why they delayed it, but at the same time, they should have more games coming out for the rest of this year, and that's very that we know of with AAA wise that we know of. And what y'all seeing is more indies. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's being called the Indie Station 4 and the Late Station 4. Not enough games on people's radar or what we know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just got to be honest, man.
It seems like Sony is becoming Square Enix. Look at Final Fantasy 13 Versus, which is now Final Fantasy 15. How long did we have to wait? The Last Guardian, for example. A lot of projects, a lot of money invested in things that never became true. I mean, obviously they've done great in other ways. They've got Uncharted 4, or, Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be coming out, but I see what you're saying. You sound like someone that likes a lot of, you grew up with PlayStation. You wish they would have kept to a consistent style and a consistent business model. It's a shame sometimes when some of these companies just go a different direction. That's why, I mean, as much as I haven't played the Xbox One exclusives, I like the fact that there's always a new Forza coming out. I know there's a new Gears. I know there's a new Halo. I know there's, and I like that. Some people don't because they see it as repetitive. But I see that as a positive because you always know where you stand.
At the end of the day, I'm just glad to be a gamer. But as a consumer, say that really wants these games, it's very disappointing how Sony's been as of late. You know what I'm saying? They show us, this is the thing. They show us these trailers to these games, but most of the time they don't have any release dates, and that's very disappointing. You know what I'm saying? Now with Microsoft, they actually have release dates. They will show like at E3, they were showing a lot of gameplay and then a little bit of a story, and then they give you a release date. You know what I'm saying? So I know they got the PlayStation Experience at the end of the year, and last year was very terrible. It was terrible. I saw it and it was terrible.
Man, they could have put Wonder Book and that shit would have been better.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So,
But Vexium, what do you think about the PlayStation VR?
I mean, it's new technology, which is always good. You know, gaming is, especially nowadays, is all about technology. You know, these systems can now do every system can now do cross-game chat. Every system can share videos, upload to YouTube. We have the world at our fingertips, right? PlayStation VR, it can be good. Like, for example, I would play a game like Resident Evil 7 with VR. Once everything's updated, I know this shit isn't going to give me cancer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see that as an experience, like Drive Club, for example. That's something I would want to play and use the VR for. Anything that's is very first-person based, I think that would be good. A game that requires a lot of quick reaction, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster, I wouldn't use the VR for. I feel like it might interfere with my the way I would normally play that game.
There you go.
Oh,
it's back. It's back.
Yo, where
that sound again?
Where next Shen go?
I don't know. He not here?
I was going to ask for his permission. My outro is definitely going to be his outro for this one, just for a laugh. I haven't done that for a long time.
Oh, he probably got to take care of some personal business, probably concerning the family or whatever. You know what I mean?
He sent me a message. He had to take care of something personal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry you had to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, let's go to this week. Okay, we had the Blue Disc drama. Titanfall 2 being shown off on PS4 disc. Now, seriously.
All right, I don't go with it. Yeah.
You know, I don't really care about Titanfall 2. I did not like the demo. I played the demo. I did not like it. So I'm not getting it day one. Okay, guys? I'm be honest. I keep it 100. I'm not getting it day one. Okay?
Good.
But people went back and forth about this shit. Okay? Do you guys care? We're showing off on a PS4 disc.
Honestly, I don't even care about the game at all. So I really don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? The people that say blue, it looks better, sexier on blue than green. So I'm like this, man. At the end of the day, if you like Titanfall, go get it. Don't matter what console it's on. Go play the game. Me, I don't care about the game. So, you know, that game can kick rocks. That game gets no play in my Xbox One.
Well,
no, I just said it only because when I played the beta, it was like I'm like, no, they didn't do this to Titanfall. I mean, I wanted it to stay exclusive, but even that it branched out was fine with me. But my thing was, they fucked the game up.
They always did. They ain't nothing new.
They did. You know, what really, my issue with this entire disc thing is that, to me, in my opinion, that disc should have been an Xbox One disc. Why? Microsoft paid money for the marketing rights, and now you're basically promoting the other system for free, making that money useless when that money could have gone to a new IP as an Xbox One exclusive. That's my issue. Not that it's just, I'm upset that it's a PlayStation disc, because that money could have gone someplace else towards me, the gamer, instead of marketing rights that aren't affecting me in any way, shape, or form. Another topic that is related to this is Vince Zampella, the CEO of Respawn, said, we always wanted to be exclusive to PlayStation, but EA forced us to be with Xbox. That really, that you don't say something like that.
No, you don't.
And then, Respawn retweeting hey, look, this is a green disc. That's not what he meant at all. He meant the Xbox One disc is ugly. You can damage control all you want, but that's what he meant. That's all there is to it. He meant that the Xbox One disc is ugly. Vince Zampella is probably a Sony pony. I don't like him. I don't like Respawn. They've completely lost my purchase. The only time I'll ever get it is when it goes to EA Access. And goodbye, Respawn.
What are your thoughts, Bexium?
Giddy up, giddy up. No, I'm joking. Basically, just a little bit. These guys have jobs, right? These guys have secure jobs. They're meant to act mature, and they do this shit. It shows that ad revenue is truly the best value in economics right now. But no, honestly, I don't get it. It's a video game. It's coming out on both systems.
Exactly. That's my point. It's coming out on both consoles, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. And even if the company feels bad about it being exclusive, right? Even if they did, they're getting double the money now. The game's coming out on 2 systems. Keep your preference to yourself. Be happy that, as a company, promote it. Be like, yeah, first time on PlayStation. Bungie did with Destiny. They were, happy about it coming to PlayStation. Getting a different audience playing the game. To handle it that way. Don't rub it in the face of the people that have actually supported you in that game title alone, because it started on Xbox, right? Titanfall. Why would you shit on those people that spent all that money and played for all those hours and enjoyed it and promoted your game in their live streams, in their commentaries, all that stuff? That's how I feel. I feel like they shat on not just Xbox users, but the people that actually supported and bought the game, day one or not. And that's where I'm pissed off at it, not because they just took shots at the platform.
Somebody got to mute their mic. There's something going on in the background.
Young.
Sound like somebody's talking in the background.
How's me? What it sounds like to y'all?
It sounds like somebody talking.
Okay, let me mute myself for a second. Be right back.
All right.
But just to add to my point, it's like the thing that people don't understand is that gamers have more of a relationship with the developers than they do the platform itself. I know it's hard to believe, but when they do things like that, it's very personal. It's like it's like Square Enix. If they would have shat on Nintendo users that bought the original Final Fantasy, even though I know it's hard to do that because back then there weren't things like Facebook and all that, that would have been really bad.
Yeah.
To me, it's just childish on what they're doing. It died out, and then Respawn had to go and retweet it, and then about the green disc, and then to even put more fuel on the fire, they said they retweeted the PS4 disc and said, "Can't wait for October 28th."
But see, that's my thing. Why do they keep retweeting this? Why don't they just let it die and leave it alone? Why do they got to make something out of nothing? See, they're making it more of a big deal. And even the people on YouTube are doing that because they're going back and forth on YouTube arguing.
Oh, I can answer that.
All right, go ahead.
Reason why is because they ain't got no life. They just love they love to keep it going on. They like to keep it going on and on and on and on, and they ain't never gonna stop. They gonna keep it going on, and then when something else pop off, they gonna keep adding it on and on and on and on because they ain't got no lives.
And they also probably don't have games.
Yeah,
probably
or they be playing.
Yeah,
or they be playing.
Probably just talk
bang
about
bang
it
with that one. All right, we're gonna move on. From that one. Okay, now Mafia 3 came out, and I saw some of it.
She said Mafia.
Yeah, I did. I caught myself. I was seeing if you guys were awake. I like to make jokes. I like to play around. Come on.
Yeah.
HP. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry about that. It's just okay to me. Okay, I'm surprised. I liked, you know, it looked like it has graphics problems, in my opinion.
It does. It does.
And
It
who's
has
played it and what are
shadow
your
issues.
thoughts on it? It ran like shit on PC.
Yeah, I've played it. The only thing that looks next generation are the faces, and that's only in cutscenes. Other than that,
Oh,
the shadows suck. The cars, they look like they're duplicating themselves. They have like little blurriness in front of them and in back of them. The driving physics suck. The story's good. The gun mechanics are good.
Just need a patch.
Well, I see. They can't fix this is because this is the technique they used to get the game running on the console at the resolution they used and the frame rate they used. And it's a poor optimization. It's the consoles can run a lot better than what this game is using. They just and you look back at on Metacritic on every single Mafia game, they all have low scores. Mafia 1 had it like a 60 something, I believe. Mafia 2 had a 70 something, and it looks like Mafia 3 is going to have a worse score. If I could get a refund, I would.
I got a question though. Why do people care about the score of Metacritic so much? Like for real, why do people care about reviews so much? Like why is people so intrigued by it? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. Like to people that's in the chat right now. That's my question to everybody. Why do people care about what Metacritic got to say or any other review site what they got to say? Why do everybody care about it? Like the people that really care about it. That's my question.
That's a very good question because I don't worry about what they say only because I gotta judge for myself. I want to see for myself. And
exactly.
you all as gamers should judge the game yourself, not listen to what somebody else has to say about it. I mean, you could listen to, your fellow gamers talking about a game, but listen to other people that are these big, sites that, to me, I don't honestly think they play the game like that. I really don't.
Well, I referenced Metacritic because of because it seems that the developers.
No, he didn't say you. He said the people in the comment section are like that's all they talk about is reviews and Metacritic. He wasn't talking about you. He was talking about the people in the comments. Not you.
Exactly.
Well, I referenced to Metacritic because every single Mafia game, all of the reviews. The reason they have a low score is because of the performance issues and the techniques they use to put the game out on the console. And really, it just looks like the developers are bad. They're lazy. They don't, sadly, the game is what it is. I wish it was better. I'm going to try to get a refund, but that doesn't mean you should too.
Yeah, but the thing is, they shouldn't be putting out games like this, incomplete games or games that you need patches for, or if they can't patch it, you got a broken game. They shouldn't be putting out games and wanting people to spend $60 for it.
Exactly. And it's sad because I was really excited for this game. And, to see that to me, it's a broken promise. And what they did to the PC people, I'm not a fan of PC. I don't like it. I don't like the community. But what they did to it with putting that lock of 30 frames per second, and even though there's an update coming out, that just shows that they are afraid of what they did to optimize the game to run on the consoles. Really, this game, the fact is that the developers are lazy and they poorly optimize the games for like Homefront: The Revolution. That game sucked on PC, console, and PC and console. And the same with this game. I'm gonna say that there are gonna be refunds through Steam. and maybe through Xbox and PlayStation if they give it. And I don't think that the game's gonna get a high review score from any of the review sites.
Here lies Mafia 3, the game that we once do that never made it.
Hey, Vexium, what do you think about it?
Right, so let's break this down. Who made the game, right? What company?
Take-Two.
Take-Two.
Take-Two. Okay, well, that answers that question. When a company pumps out a game and, other games within the genre or other games that they've created, flopped in the same way, it's a decline. It's a rapid decline, and that's what I've seen. I was excited for it because, it's obviously had a bit of controversy, with the whole... unfortunately, racism is still in the world. And, I was hoping that it would push expectations, especially to those faithful that go out and spend that $60 or whatever, people that pre-order it. I don't get it. Like, they know exactly what's in these consoles. It's been a while since these consoles were on the market, and I understand that they don't have Rockstar's kind of money, but if you're going to go and make it, pattern out a game or conceptualize a game, at least be able to deliver in some way, your promise.
Exactly.
Don't just make a game for the sake of it, and do not... because the whole 30 FPS thing, it's a big deal because it just goes to show the lack of commitment, because there's obviously separate teams that have to do the PC port or the PC version, and it just makes it seem like, hey, here's the game. It's a complete clusterfuck, but here you go. You just paid $60 for the PS4 version with some, upscaling, really, if you think about it. There's no independent graphics option. I know you guys don't really like all that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, it sounds a lot like Ubisoft in that regard.
Yeah.
I just think at the end of the day, they need to just stop releasing broken games. I'm saying this, delays is not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? If you got to delay the game, you know what I'm saying? At least the game is not canceled. So stop trying to
Well, at least we get a full game.
Yeah. I'm saying at least just make sure the game is perfect before you release. Don't release it half done. You know what I'm saying?
And with all those extra packages to download. Oh, let's put this new package on there and let them download this and download that to get something in the game. We already paid $60 for the game. Why should we have to pay for additional shit?
Yeah.
That you should have had in the game to begin with. No, because you're all lazy and y'all want more money. We got to work for a living too. We got bills to pay just like y'all do. Shit.
It makes you want to say, man, wait till like Black Friday or something. Just wait till the sales is low and you can buy it cheaper.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. You know what they should do then? If they're gonna give us games that we have to buy additional shit for, here's what they should do: sell the shit for $19.99.
Yeah.
And we can buy the rest later on, because then it'll add up to your $60 that you want originally, and then want extra money out of me.
Gives options.
No, take that shit. There's a lot of ways to do things. Exactly. There's a lot of ways to do things. But anyway, we're going to move on. Does anybody have anything else that they wanted to bring up before we close the show? Because we actually went way over.
I got something to say.
What's that?
I was going to make a video about this, but I might as well talk about it now. And I'm going to make a video about it anyway, but I'm going to talk about it now. Y'all know about Ubisoft, right? What they're doing with Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. It might not even be released next year. They're basically trying to space up because they got a lot of more games coming out for next year and the end of this year.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
What are y'all thoughts about that?
I don't think those two games really should be pushed off. People look forward. Those are two games that people look forward to. That's just my honest opinion. Yeah, people want new games too, but if like you said, Assassin's Creed, people like that. They like that franchise. So if they like it, why are you putting it off for another year or two?
I'll answer that right now. Reason why is because as of like, how Far Cry and Assassin's Creed been released year after year, they nuke the game. It gets to the point where it gets old. You know what I'm saying? So what I see they're trying to do, they're pushing up because they basically trying to retool the games to get people reintroduce the game to people. You know what I'm saying? In a new shape.
I get you. Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, then that's okay. But see, here's where we have an issue, because That's what they need to stop in the industry. Period. They need to stop milking games. Period. Like that, because people get so used to seeing it year after year.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah, people get so used to seeing it that they wear it out, and then, but people still want to see it, and then you take it away from them. Then you get all this shit on YouTube, and people talking shit about you because the developers are going to get shit. Honestly, they're going to get shit no matter what they do. But I think they should start spacing shit out so they don't wear out anything.
Exactly.
I think that'd be the best idea for them. Not something every year, every 12 months. You do it like every 18 months or something. Year and a half. Spread it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually get overused, overworked, and now you have nothing else to do with it. And you got within a 12-month span, you got to come up with something else. Not only come up with the whole storyline, but you got to come up with the graphics. You got to come up with everything, and develop it and do it all. And then that's why there's always patches, because they're doing it too quickly. They're trying to rush stuff. Stop rushing things.
But to me, at least, this is no exception, because this is the first Mafia game this entire generation, and they've had a lot of time to work on this game. So for it to be in the state it is right now is, in my opinion, unacceptable. It just proves that some developers are really lazy.
Yeah, they are getting lazy. Some of them are. They're getting very lazy.
More lazy than they ever been. Like, if you look at just this generation, you want to close the shop, but if you look at this generation, man, compared to last generation, we seen more games last generation than we do now, that we all know of or aware of. You know what I'm saying? And when these games do come out, like from this generation, they don't maximize of the potential of what the Xbox One or what the PlayStation 4, even with the Wii U, what they could do. You know what I'm saying? And then we got, these 1S's, then Project Scorpio. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like with how Project Scorpio is and Pro is. I'm not itching to get it day one, because off the strength of the game's going to play on the Xbox One and 1S anyway. You know what I'm saying? Unless they make it to the words exclusive to like the Pro and Scorpio, which ain't going to happen, because it's all into one ecosystem when it comes to with the Xbox One, 1S, and Project Scorpio. So either way, if you want to just play, if you don't want to play it on Project Scorpio and go back to the original Xbox One, it'll be on the same disc or digital. You know what I'm saying? It's just only thing it's going to be. It's just only thing it's going to be is just like it's going to be 4K, and it probably you'll see a visual changes, especially with the HDR. So like I said, I don't really care for it, but I end up getting Project Scorpio down the line. I get the console down the line. Just as of right now, and I'm the only person that plays the Xbox One in my household, I'm just gonna stick with the Xbox One, not the one that's just the Xbox One, until like it breaks or something, and I'm gonna just move on after that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get ready and shut down the show, but before I do that, I got to let all y'all know that I have two banners, one made by Vexium Swift and one made by Kanos. Okay, so y'all need to check out their shit. They know how to make banners. They're good people. Okay, check them out.
Thank you.
Check out the channel.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Check it out. I also want to, thank everybody for watching. But before we leave, we're going to have to do our outros. So, since we have a guest tonight, you get to go first.
Oh, me? I get to go first?
Yes.
Oh, man. I appreciate that. You so nice. That's what's up, man. Hey, let's give her a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? But just remember this, ladies and gentlemen that's listening in this podcast. This ain't gonna be the last time you hear my voice, so get used to hearing my voice. You did. Yo, this is the real young Kano. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check me out on my YouTube, Kano.
Where'd you go? Oh, shoot. Your mic messed up.
I think we lost him.
We lost him.
I think his Chrome crashed again.
Oh shit, it's Chrome Crusher. All right, well, Vexium, you do yours. The outro.
I'm not going to take the man's place, or I'm probably going to ruin his outro. But as Next Gen isn't here, I'm going to do this because it's been a long time since I spoke to the guy, and I was a much different person when I met him, and I'm sorry for him meeting me at the time I did. I'm a much different person now, and I do a lot different content. But bang bang, aha, damn dog. They hating on them green discs. I'm sorry. I sound like a hillbilly for some reason. I'm sorry. It's very late for me. But anyway, I'm Vexium Swift. If you guys needed the intros or banners as Titanfall Princess, thank you for giving me a little shout out there, and also Kano. If you guys needed any artwork or anything, or just YouTube advice, I'm free on weekends. No, I'm not. I'm always working. But yeah, I'm glad that I was here. I got to talk about a lot of topics that I really didn't feel like putting in a video for some reason. I've really gone off making videos lately, so I thank you for that. Got my opinions out there on those topics.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I really love being here. Make sure you subscribe to everyone on this panel. Honestly, great content. I'm not just saying that. Follow all of us on Twitter. And also, if you enjoyed this podcast, please click a like on it and share it. But yeah, peace out, guys.
Now it's you, HP.
So I'm not dedicating this to an outro, but I am dedicating this to everyone on Twitter for saying prayers for me and my family, and for all of Florida, and for Haiti and Cuba, and for South Carolina, and for North Carolina, and for Georgia, for keeping and praying everyone to be safe for Hurricane Matthew. I just want to thank everyone. No damage did happen to me or my house or my family or anyone in my area. At the last minute, the hurricane moved west about 5 miles away from me, so I did get out of the cone. And thank God it's not making a U-turn and is going to hit Florida for a second time, or Cuba for a second time. Just thank you all for praying for me and for my family and just everyone in general. I got a lot of support from people who don't even follow me. I even got support from people who don't even like me. Thank you all, and that's all I have to say.
Very nice.
Hey, I heard at the end of everything I said, though, huh? Because it kind of cut me out.
No, you cut off. You got to start over again.
I got to start over again? Oh, man. All right, let me go ahead and say this again, man. Hey, prayers to you, man. You know, I experienced the same thing with Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Gustav, so I definitely feel where you're coming from there, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? You know, come from Louisiana, you feel me? But, yeah, man, like I said, Titanfall Princess, thank you again for having me on here. And like I said, y'all going to not forget this face, because y'all going to hear this voice. Y'all probably gonna see me down the line in person or whatever, but don't forget the voice, because y'all gonna hear me on this podcast a lot more. And you know what I'm saying, y'all really gonna hear me a lot more. You feel me? And yeah, man. Shout out to Intro Media Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out the website, intromediagaming.com, and Intro Media Gaming group on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. 100, Shot Conus, Dale Leon, Piehead Gamer, K Mega. He just joined BGST. You know what I'm saying? And also, man, y'all subscribe to everybody's channels, even on here. Subscribe to mine, Kano's Gaming Section, and check out my podcast, Gamer Section Podcast. Y'all gonna see basically the cash on here. Y'all basically gonna see them on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's keep it gaming. Let's have fun. Let's keep talking gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen.
And this is the Titanfall Princess, your host of the Irish Podcast. First of all, I'm going to say I appreciate Next Gen being on here. Unfortunately, he had an emergency and he had to go. So I apologize that you guys didn't get to see him a little bit more. But things happen in life. I thank you all for coming and joining us once again. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you liked what you heard. Put in the comment section maybe some things you want to hear us talk about. Okay? Love you all. Thank you for coming. Have a good night.